the Cottagers? Is that a big part of people's lives down here?
The Cottagers, well, in the summer they do a lot of things. The Cottagers have, during the summer, 4 things that they give that are open to the public. And of course they raise money. The things that they do for the general public is to raise money. And then they take the money and give it all away at the end of the summer after they get their expenses out. They give it to the hospital and to the Fireman's Fund, and they give to the NAACP. And there's about 4 or 5 different organizations that they give to. That is what the Cottagers do. And then they have classes down there. I help Mrs. Denniston, who's interested in antiques, and she has an antiques class down there. There's a girl from Washington that's a very good painter, and she has a class down there, an art class, and then there's a children's art class formed for years and years by one of the Boston school teachers. And then they have other things down there. I don't know half the things they have because I don't go down there that much anymore. They're going to have a fashion show over at Harbor View, and they are going to have a house tour, and they're going to have a beach party the 3rd of July down on the Oak Bluffs Beach, clam bake.
Do you go to those things?
Some of them. I'll go to the clam bake because last year it was good. The fashion show was just fair. We've had beautiful fashion shows. They ask you every year what you would like them to do for the summer, and you have to tell your criticisms of the things that they do so that they can know some way to improve what they are doing. Mm-hmm. And I wrote in on the fashion show that the fashion show could be a whole lot better than it was, because we've had beautiful fashion shows down here years ago. Mm-hmm. And the women wore all their own clothes instead of letting somebody come in and do it. And they had some gorgeous stuff, I'm telling you. Whoo! When they had a country club over there where Anthony's is, we had a show over there, and they had a pool, and we had the show around the pool. And there must have been about 10 girls just brought all their clothes from New York, and they were down south. Nice. And everywhere from Chicago, and they just brought everything, winter and summer clothes. And they just modeled those, and it was very good.
Well, those people that were in that fashion show were really dressed. Because I think the majority of them probably came from New York. And those women dressed in New York.
In the wintertime, the Cottagers building is practically closed up. They have somebody that they rent it out to in the winter to get a little extra money to run the place. The NAACP meets there and 2 or 3 other organizations, but that's all. But in the summer, they do a lot of things. And it helps the social life. But people give parties anyway. This is a party in this place I've ever heard of.